Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a reading of Stephenie Meyer's New Moon, the second book in the famous Twilight series. Now, I'm not trying to compete with Alex Day in any way, shape, or form. His videos are always going to be better than mine because of that sexy accent of his. The only reason I'm doing this is because Alex Day is not going to be doing New Moon once he's done with Twilight, so somebody's got to do it. Alright, let's do this. The book begins with the line, "I was 99.9% sure I was dreaming." You know, this is what my physics teacher does with problems that are going to be on our test. He's like, you know, there's a 99.9% chance it's going to be on our test, so pay attention. We get it. Just say 100%. Stop messing with kids' heads. Even though you already did that with the first book. So basically the dream is Bella sees her dead grandmother and notices Edward running towards them in the sunlight. I panicked because Grant didn't know that I was in love with a vampire. Now, even though her grandma's dead, I'm pretty sure she'd be one of those people who thinks that vampires burn in the sunlight. I'm sure she wouldn't know what a real vampire is. Bella soon finds out that her grandma's mimicking every movement that she's making, and then suddenly realizes that it's not her grandma, but rather a mirror image of herself, implying that over time, she's gonna get old and wrinkly, and Edward won't, since vampires cannot age, which is like the one thing Stephenie Meyer got right about vampires. I woke with a start, my eyelids popping open wide, and gasped. Now she's 100% sure she's dreaming. Only a dream, but prophetic enough in one way at least. Today was my birthday. God damn, she just woke up and she's already on the time of her life. She still has her young skin, she's still with Edward, and today is her birthday. Can today possibly get any better? I was officially 18 years old. I'd been dreading this day for months. Oh, for fuck! I'm not even 10 pages into this book and I hate it already. All through the perfect summer, the happiest summer I'd ever had. The happiest summer you ever had? Is your birthday really that much of a buzzkill? Hey Bella, how was your summer? Oh, it was great. Until my birthday. Oh, so typical? When I went to brush my teeth, I was almost surprised that the face in the mirror hadn't changed. Yeah, because the transition between 17 and 18 years old really does a good number on your appearance. Idiot. I struggled to get a grip on myself as I drove to school. The vision of Gran. I would not think of it as me. A bit late for that if you're already checking the mirror for wrinkles. I couldn't feel anything but despair until I pulled into the familiar parking lot behind Forks High School and spotted Edward leaning motionlessly against his polished silver Volvo, like a marble tribute to some forgotten pagan god of beauty. His sister Alice was standing by his side waiting for me too. The sight of Alice waiting there, her tawny eyes brilliant with excitement, and a small silver-wrapped square in her hands made me frown. I told Alice I didn't want anything, not gifts or even attention for my birthday. Obviously, my wishes were being ignored. Happy birthday, Bella! Shh! I hissed. You know, after 18 years, you think Bella would understand the concept of a birthday. Edward's right, her mind is special. Yay! Do you want to open your present now or later? She asked eagerly as we made our way to where Edward still waited. No presents, I protested in a mumble. She finally seemed to process my mood. Okay, later then. But don't shh. And then Edward says to her, "So, as discussed, I'm not allowed to wish you a happy birthday, is that correct?" Well, your sister just did, you might as well. Just checking, you might have changed your mind. Most people seem to enjoy things like birthdays and gifts. I don't know about you all, but I really enjoy gifts. I mean, a while ago, my dad got me tickets to see the Backstreet Boys on June 9th. Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna be the only guy there, but I don't care. Edward and Alice understand that Bella doesn't like the thought of getting older. But Alice tells her, 18 isn't very old. Don't women usually wait till they're 29 to get upset over birthdays? It's older than Edward, I mumbled. Technically, Alice said, just by one little year though. Thank you, Alice, for trying to talk some sense into her. Although it's not really working. So Edward and Alice tell her that the Cullen family has prepared a party for her in celebration of her birthday. And Bella does not want to go, and now she's just scrambling for excuses to not go. I haven't watched Romeo and Juliet yet for English. Alice snorted. I'm sorry, I can't go. I have to watch Romeo and Juliet for English. Edward then says, relax, Alice. If Bella wants to watch a movie, then she can. It's her birthday. So there, I added. I'll bring her over around 7. But don't shh. So Bella and Edward go to her house to watch Romeo and Juliet together. But Edward doesn't take a liking to Romeo's character. What's wrong with Romeo? I asked. Well, first of all, he's in love with this Rosaline. Don't you think it makes him seem a little fickle? And then a few minutes after their wedding, he kills Juliet's cousin. That's not very brilliant. Mistake after mistake. What's wrong with Edward? Well, first of all, he's in love with this Bella, who's a human. Doesn't that make him seem a little fickle? And then a few chapters after they meet, he starts becoming overly possessive of her and starts watching her while she sleeps. That's not very brilliant. Mistake after mistake. And so Bella and Edward go to the Cullens' house for the party, and they're having a good time, yada yada yada. And as she opens Edward's present, she cuts her finger with the wrapping paper. How do you cut yourself with wrapping paper? I've never done that in my entire life. Next thing you know, she'll be tripping over a cordless phone. A single drop of blood oozed from the tiny cut. It all happened very quickly then. No! Edward roared. He threw himself at me, flinging me back across the table. It fell as I did, scattering the cake and the presents, the flowers and the plates. I landed in the mess of shattered crystal. Why? Jasper slammed into Edward, and the sound was like the crash of boulders on a rock slide. Oh! I get it. Jasper was driven crazy by the sight of Bella's blood, and he comes at her, and Edward throws her against a table and break. What? You know, with how strong Edward is to throw Bella against a table and break it, don't you think it'd make more sense if he, stood in front of Bella and pushed Jasper away instead of throwing Bella? Because, with what he did, he might as well have been oh no, Jasper's going crazy. Wait your turn, Jasper. Dazed and disoriented, I looked up from the bright red blood pulsing out of my arm into the fevered eyes of the 6 suddenly ravenous vampires. Hakuna Matata. 1 chapter down, 23 to go. Bye-bye.